Hello and welcome everybody to the STR GT3 Euro Cup today. My name is Josh and you are watching Demo 1 Garage. We've got this great GT3 race to bring to you today. The qualifying has just about to finish and we're about to get started. And what you're looking at there on the side, I think, is pretty much where the qualifying will look like. So Lucky, Car Nerd, J-Mag, Sammy, Q-Racer, Gaz, King, Jara, and there are a few more. Let's see if we can't find them for you before they officially get everything started and underway. There's the rest of our lineup: Lamborghini, Bravo, Boys Noise, and Rocco. So 12 drivers ready to take on the green hell. And I can't wait to bring this to you. So they will just do their final administrative things. The host will begin the race, and I will call all the action. Stand by for more. And I'd just like to thank everyone who's joining me today on Facebook. We've just recently had to change our streaming provider. And it looks like Facebook is doing really well. So thank you everyone who has liked the page in the last couple of days. And thanks to everyone who is supporting me and everyone else involved, including Together Racing. Glad to have you here. And I can't wait actually to get this started. I think everyone is too excited at the moment. We're all chatting around in the chat. I think race starts in 1 minute, so there you go. 1 minute to race start. Time will tick down. I will be with you. I will be back with everyone in just a moment. We're only moments away. Hello and welcome back. The race is about to begin. This is the STR GT3 European Open Cup. My name's Joe. Bringing it to you live from the Nurburgring. I can't wait. And we've just been informed the race is moments away. Now, if you would like to chat or have your opinion heard through the race, I will be monitoring the chat room. So if you have any opinions on things or any ideas or just want to get in on the conversation, you're more than welcome. Hopefully I don't miss the chat. I will keep a good eye on it though. Anyway, the final has been started. Like I said, the STR European GT3 Open Cup. Qualifying done, practice done. Here's the front lineup. Everyone waiting. Lucky, Karno, J-Mag, Sammy, Q, Bravo, Gaz, King, Jara, Lamborghini, Works Racing, Boys Noise, and Catch for Rocco Racing at the very back. They all wait for the lights. 3, 4, lights out, and we're racing. And it looks like Lucky got a great start. The Citroen by Q-Racer as well, splitting the track through the middle now as they all tumble towards turn 1. Hopefully there is not too much action to be had, too many accidents. There's things going on behind me. There's Car Nerd, he's getting involved in some little scraps going on. Oh, we've had a massive accident right now just through the second corner. Who was involved with that? Not sure. Hopefully we'll get back to replays of that very shortly. But Jara has been left stranded. So has J-Mag. Looks like if you're driving a Mercedes right now, it's your home race, but you're absolutely left out in the cold. Samyov, 300 though, has managed to get the lead right now as they race through the second sector of the track, the main track. Looky, those on the inside getting a move done. Now they're coming up towards the Michael Schumacher S's. Let's see what this does. It's Mercedes versus Beamer. It's all German power right now. Lucky, though, has the good lead. He was looking very strong in qualifying. Q-Racer as well had a fantastic start, splitting everyone down the middle there. And he's got himself right up in the third right now. But the Canadian doing a fantastic job leading the pack at the front. As we look a little bit back through... Oh, Boyd's Noise has been given a slowdown penalty. I wonder if he's cut the corner at some point. There is some Works Racing. Bravo 23 is not happy with something going on. Where is Bravo located? He might be way back down the pit right now. 13th. And so Bravo is actually not having a good start at all. Not sure what happened, but he come on the in-race chat and complained about something. Looky though, and Sammy Q-Racer. That's our first three. Catches all the way up to the fourth though. That's fantastic stuff from him. Oh, and we've had another accident in the background there. Who was that? It was Boyd's Noise. He's just put on the power way too quickly and he's just ended up oversteering into the wall. Got to be very careful of that once you enter the main part of the Nurburgring. Bumps everywhere and he's been taken out by one. Lamborghini though coming up behind him now. Looks like he's already had a few accidents as well as he goes off into the barriers around the side. King having to do some evasive action to get around. BMWs look to be one of the more favourite cars in this European series at the moment. And these guys are looking like they're all over the road. Is he going to hit King up on the inside? He doesn't. I thought that Audi was going to make an absolutely terrible move there. Looking back at the front though, Semyov has actually gotten into first position. And it looks like these two now are fighting for position as well. Lucky and Q-Racer, they're fighting hard for podium. Q-Racer has a penalty at some point. It's kind of hard to keep away from penalties. And just like to say, Vic Daughtry, what's up, man? You're a driver for Rockafella, so obviously Vic, you be going for Catch at the moment. Where is he? Catch seems to have actually been pushed somewhere down the field, and we're watching K. Look at this in the background though. Car Nerd and Jarrah side by side. They're coming up top of the hill now. They've got to be careful they don't cause an accident, and they have. They've caused an absolute huge accident as they crested the hill there. Let's watch a replay. You can just see Car Nerd trying to keep on the road. Jarrah's gone a little bit too wide. And as he's clipped back onto the road, he's caused a huge collision. Car Nerd back in 7th spot. Boys Noise has taken 8th. I think Jarrah lost out on that one. You can see him there in the red Mercedes back in 10th. First position though, it is hotly contested with Semi and Lucky. They're going for it. Lucky right on the tail. He can smell the exhaust fumes from that Mercedes. He can tell how it's been tuned. Balance of performance is on, of course, but if he were to tune that car, the Mercedes, I think Lucky would be able to smell the settings. He's that close. Right on the tail though. I love to see this in touring car racing. Semyov not letting an inch go by. Lucky looks up on the inside. Lucky is looking. Left-hander now. And now this is a tricky bit. You've got to have the confidence here on this right-hander to keep it on as the camber flicks you around the corner. Lucky though, he hasn't given up. They're coming around about halfway section of the track now. Lucky they're going to be side by side, and I think Sammy's going to just go off onto the grass there. Lucky just run him out of room. It wasn't too malicious though, but that was some hard fought racing. Let's go back and quickly have a look at it. Here we can see Lucky. He will move his car up on the inside. Sammy will just run out of room. And luckily, he didn't crash the car. Back to the live action now. And Q-Racer is looking to make a move on Sammy. One of the big things I can't wait to see is strategy here today. I don't know if they're running fuel that much, but I know the tyre settings will be one of the big things, I think. As I'm new to the series, I haven't actually quite looked into the small details, but definitely for the next race, I'll make sure I know the compounds and everything. Everyone's racing because strategy is a huge part of motorsport racing. But Sammy, he's sort of looking comfortable now, defending Q-Racer nicely. But these three are looking pretty comfortable as they come into the carousel. As we go back through the field, J-Mag, he's just run off there, caused a yellow flag. And Boys Noise, it looks like he might benefit from this now. 8th position. They're just coming up to the carousel. Green flag flies in the background. Jarrett, you can see he's got a 1.3 second penalty. J-Mag is taking the less optimal line around the outside. Boys Noise had that covered. Let's check to the front though. The Canadian still smashing it. 2-second lead for him now. Semyov, who still has Q Racer, just under a second he is behind. Q Racer though does have a slight penalty, and unfortunately he's not been able to get rid of it yet. Works Racing for 4th in the Porsche. That's a great looking livery. 6th is Car Nerd in the Jag. Boys Noise in the Mercedes as well. He's flying that car around there. Another Mercedes for J-Mag around here as well. Number 9 will be Jarrah. The Mercedes are a hot car to choose, it would seem. The Audi driven by Lamborghini, another Canadian in the race. And then behind him, King for STR. He is driving the Beamer. Bravo and Gaz finish off the field. And as I go to Gaz, he's just come into that corner way too hot. And he looks to be struggling a little bit at the moment. He's going to need to not do that if he wants to catch up to the rest of the field. Look at the gap though Lookie has. That's an absolutely huge gap. Lookie on fire on the first lap. And yeah, if he can keep this up, there's going to be absolutely no competition for him today. Nurburgring is one of those tracks, but all it will take is a slight mistake and everyone will catch up. So they're on kilometer 19 at the moment, getting towards the back end of the track, just about to hit the fast straight. Lookie exits onto it now. Here we go, flying right down the track. You can see the other boys in the background. This is where slipstreams are going to help some of them. Semyov is going to have to defend the Citroen of Q. Does Q have it in him? We watch on the number 31. He's looking, getting closer and closer and closer. That slipstream helping him, moves out. Around to go around. I think Q's got the move done. They're going to be side by side as they hit the hill. Semi moves back in behind to get the slipstream again. They could overtake twice before the end of it. The Mercedes doesn't have the pull at the moment. That Citroen just looking perfect. Coming now past the last part of the track. Jarrah's actually left the room, so Jarrah has had enough. He's had enough. We don't like seeing that, but he's gone. But we'll keep an eye on this though. Q Racer and Semi. They've just gone across the start-finish line to start lap 2. Semi has the inside line for turn 1. Under braking now, braking heavy. Q Racer around the outside. Brilliant stuff from these guys. Back around into the stadium section. Semyov takes 2nd place. And we've had another one leave. So the Green Hell has already eaten 2 competitors already. We've had 2 retirements before they were able to finish the first lap. That's how hardcore this track can be today. But here we go. Q Racer has not let up on Semi all race. It's been an absolutely phenomenal effort. Lookie though, in the Beamer, through the Schumacher S's, nothing to worry about. Car Nerd in 5th. He's got about 9 seconds to go. J-Mag's also got a decent gap. Lamborghini as well. The back few here are starting to spread out a little bit. Catches in 9th for Rockafella. So there's your teammate Vic if you're still watching. Cheer him on. It looks like he's been in a few in the wars a little bit. But this track will eat you if you get it wrong. And I think it's eating Rocky here. Bravo in 10th. He's not looking as damaged, but there is clear signs of off-road action happening on his car. King as well, he's looking pretty good and just nice and consistent right now. Gaz will take 12th spot. We did have 14 competitors, but we've lost 2 already. So Gaz has gained from that. Look, he's already within the Nurburgring track at the moment. Look at him go. This guy's on fire. Let's go to an onboard shot and enjoy his 29 and the speed this guy has. Phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal by Lookie. Can he break the 300km/h mark? He's in top gear at the moment. Look at that, 260km/h through there, breaking down to second gear, keeping it at about 120 before accelerating upwards of over 200km/h within seconds. Back up into sixth gear, flying through here as if it's a straight bit of road. Then he climbed the hill. How confident is he? Oh, that's really good. That was about 200km/h, and then he got to brake hard for this. A lot of people get caught out, but not Lookie today. So fantastic stuff from him. Love seeing it. Anyway, we're back to the action where Semyov, well, look at this, there's the train of 3 cars. Works Racing has worked his way to it. He's been there since the beginning, but he has totally benefited from these two battling it out over and over and over. This is fantastic stuff. We're on the second lap and there's nothing between these three. They're all fighting for second and third spot. Podium spots for everybody right now. Q Racer for STR is looking very good. Very, very good. This is where we saw a few incidences the lap before. Q, careful not to get on the power too early. Works Racing. We haven't talked about him much, but I think he will be the dark horse here if they're not careful. He's in the Porsche. One of the least popular cars chosen today. The Mercedes AMG. Everyone almost seems to be driving that. But it's good to see a few different selections by people. This is where Sammy had the off. On the first lap, he wasn't pushed wide this time. He was racing hard with looks. I think it was a fair and, just hard racing by the two. Sammy didn't really lose too much time. Look is obviously a lot quicker, but look at this, Q! Right on the bumper now, slipstreaming everywhere that he can. And like the livery says, stronger together. He's faster when they're together. Lamborghini not happy. 40 minutes of life just wasted there. It's unfortunate. That's our third retirement. They're missing out on a whole bunch of good action up here. Q Racer. Still within a chance. Carousel's coming up. Semyov looked to run a little bit wide, but he still maintains that second spot. Got to keep it within the grey stuff here. You can see as the cars bank around, it helps them turn. If you don't get the inside line there, you're a lot slower. And it looks like Sammy got a much better run out of there. Must be a little bit more confident. Works Racing though behind Q. He hasn't let up. Q's now got to really start thinking about defending Works. He wasn't able to make the move on Sammy in front. But they're all three flying through formation. They haven't put a foot wrong. We'll be coming up to around about halfway very soon, and I imagine pit stops. So keep an eye out on that. Don't want to take your eyes off these three though. They're just giving us a fantastic race. I'm loving it. It's good to see this action. Now, where does Q make the move, or where does Works pounce? Are they just being patient until they get to the back straight? They're not too far away now. You can see the track's not that wide, so there's not a hell of a lot of room to make an overtake. But there's a perfect opportunity down that back straight. And if Works can stay within Q Racer's range, Q Racer the same with Semi, they've got a huge opportunity to make an overtake. Sammy will be in the least favourable position for that. But as we saw, he was able to get that position back before turn 1 in the second carousel. Works looking a lot closer to Q now. Q looks to be just backing off from Sammy a little bit. I think Sammy's really confident through the carousels. Q Racer, not so much. Don't know if it's the car or just mental confidence to chuck the car in there. But here we are. We're on the front straight. This will be it. We're on board with Works Racing. As you can see, sticking right behind the wing of Q. Q is providing an awesome slipstream, while also at the same time Sammy's giving a slipstream to Q. Works, though, you can see that boxer engine just pound hard. Working. He wants to get the move done. He's going to get it done before these turns. They bottom out at the bottom of the hill. Hard on the braking here through the S's. Past the old pit stop entry. Are they going to pit this lap? That is the question. No, they're not. They're going past. But looky, our race leader has. So Sammy will take first position for now. Here we are, turn 1. Q Racer. They're all still 1, 2, 3 right now. Our net leader will be Looky. Looky has re-entered the race in 4th position. So he should be able to run to the end. No dramas for him. Car Nerd also going past the pits. Boys Noise in the Mercedes getting across the line. Catch just coming to the start-finish line now. He's not... I don't think he would like to see that car that damaged. But he's taken to the pits to fix any damage he's picked up, refill, get some new rubber on. Bravo taking the same route. King as well. What will he decide to do? It will be enter the pits. Here we go at the front. Semyov still has the lead. Q Racer though, he's right up behind him again. So is Works Racing in that Porsche. Sammy now having to defend. Right on his tail. They can make a great lunge move as they come up to this chicane here before they enter the Nurburgring. Will Q Racer go for it? Works. Looks to be finding space. He's looking on the inside. Thinks better of it. Tucks back in behind. Semyov keeps it flattered. He's accelerator flat out. Q Racer gets a little bit of better run as they turn into the Nurburgring Nordschleife track now. Q Racer and Works are almost side by side coming into the left-hander. Sammy though still has the lead. A little bit of a squiggle there from the back end of Works. And you can see Looky. He had a fantastic lead because he's just gonna join the tail of this train, and he will be the net leader. These guys will still have to pit, so Sammy would have to make a catastrophic mistake for him to lose the big lead that he's made for himself at this moment. Kilometer 3. Works Racing still hasn't been able to make the move, and I would imagine without one of the boys going off in front of him, he's going to have to wait until that back straight again. Time's running out for the guys to make moves. Our race leader at the moment, still defending Q Racer. He hasn't let him up. We're into the 3rd lap and nothing can split these 3. This is fantastic. A little bit of a paint chip on the front of Sammy's car, but he had excellent car control as he was just run out of road, pushed onto the grass by accident. Oh, look at the speed. Look was carrying through there. That was phenomenal. There he is. Look, he's caught up already. This is our leader, but our net leader is Looky 22, the Canadian. He's already entered the pits. But will he be slowed down too much by these 3? That's the big question. As they disappear go down the hill now. Race leader still defending. Q-Racer still looking for a move to attack. Works Racing is getting sandwiched in now. They don't have to let him go. Whether or not they will or not, it's probably to benefit them a little bit better if they can keep Lookie behind them for this entire lap. Because I'd imagine Lookie will just keep continuing building the gap. But the longer he's stuck there, the slower his lap time. And the more chance of these three have of catching him if, and that's the key word, if Lookie was to make a mistake. But after what I've seen today, I don't think he will. 4 cars! That's amazing. Absolutely nothing in it on the third lap. Our leader, though, doing a fantastic job of defending. Though he is helped by the strict, narrow nature of this track. They're all going to have to be patient. I think Lookie is doing just that. I think that'll be the safest option for him. Wait until he gets to the back straight. And use the power. Q-Racer looks. Works. They're going to appear around the corner. Oh, almost thought we had cars too wide there. Oh, it's getting a little bit hairy. There's been an accident. Look, has been involved in that. Let's go back and see if we can see what happened. He's just slid out wide there. Was he pushed wide by someone? We're going to go back and take just another look. Works got up in beside him and pushed him. And there you can see Lookie going across the wall. So that'd be penalty, I'd imagine, for Works Racing. No, he's not. He's not carrying a penalty. Q-Racer's carrying a penalty. Was Q involved with that at all, was he? Q touches Works. That probably puts Works off. And then that's where it happens. So that's where the automated penalty system has decided to give a penalty to Q. That'd be an interesting one to see later on. So you can see he's got a penalty. He's now, the gap between him and Sammy has opened up because of it. But Works is not giving up. Lookie, unfortunately, got involved in that, but he didn't. He's going to lose a little bit of time. But he has entered the pits. Oh, Q. Running wide again. He's got to be careful. It's getting to him now. Maybe his tyres are running away from him. That'll be the biggest thing. Flying through the track now. Lookie. He needs to stay within range. Oh, he's watching. Oh, there's been another accident. At the back there. Works is spun right around. Oh, I think Lookie could be in a little bit of trouble there. Works is just getting up to racing speed now. And there goes Car Nerd, takes the inside line. So Works has done a fantastic job. Q-Racer, and there's Lookie. He's found himself in second spot. Let's go back and take a look at that unfortunate incident. Right on board with, this is Lookie. He sees that, he takes the inside line and he just hits Works racing car. I don't know. I think he might be in a little bit of trouble with the stewards. For that, he's taken second spot. Lookie, though, will take the lead. I'd imagine these guys have to pit unless somehow Sammy has conserved fuel and tyres like an absolute god. Q-Racer, though, he did get a penalty for slightly touching Works earlier on. It got a little bit hairy on that lap, lap 3. Time was running out. Everyone was getting a little bit frustrated, maybe. Q-Racer goes in, so does Sammy. Lookie will take the lead. Car Nerd, who's fourth now. He's already pitted, I imagine. No, I think he went around. Let's have a look. He didn't. There's our leader. Car Nerd. Works Racing. Look how far off. Look at all the time he's lost because of that incident. He's going to be super furious, and he doesn't have the fuel or the tyres to keep going. Looky, Sammy, and there we go. There comes our Q Racer. I think Sammy got a fantastic lead through the pit stops. He's got to be happy about that. Q Racer as well. He's still got that penalty to get away. I wonder if he's going to try do it now. Nope. He's just going to keep his eyes focused on the prize, which is the podium position. 4th spot, still Car Nerd. He's took advantage of the incident that Works Racing was involved in. And here comes Boys Noise into the pits now. He's the pit crew ready. And that was awesome. We just saw the car do a 180. I don't know where he learned that trick. Anyway, look, he keeps the lead. Semyov, the lead. He's now got 5 seconds on cue. Awesome. We've just lost Works Racing. 12 minutes to go, and he's had enough. He's had enough. That's sad. Oh, could have been. He was providing such a good show too. I really would have loved to see him finish. Maybe he had to go do something, like life gets involved sometimes, but he would have been very angry after what happened last lap. Semyov. 5 seconds. Looky though, he's got 21 seconds on 2nd place. Now one of the big talking points would be the penalties. They've obviously got them turned on in the lobby. And from what we saw, it looked like Looky caused the accident. Here's the replay. You can see him behind Works. He goes up across and he just touches him. Now, if I was the steward, would probably give that. I probably would have given Looky a little bit of a penalty. I don't know about you. Take another look at it. You can see. He will take to the inside here, and he even crosses across the grass, and spins our boy Works Racing around. And that was the end of him. So it was very unfortunate. But look, he got away with it. The automatic system didn't pick it up. But I'm sure he will apologise later. Because you don't like seeing that happen. No one does. Welcome, Brian. Good to have you along board, dude. Semyov still leading. Sorry, still 2nd. They were fighting Q Racer and Semi for 3 laps. You can see he's not too far away. He's actually pulled in the timing now. 4.5 seconds. It was 5.5. So Q's going a little bit quicker right now. Last lap was a 9-minute 2. 8:57. So Sammy was flying that last lap. Q Racer though, he's not too far off. He's looking a little bit shaky at the moment, and he's lost that half a second he gained. Unfortunately, back up to over 5 seconds now. But as we've seen, it only takes one little mistake from one of these leading 3, and they'll be in the wall, in the sand, and it'll be game over. Now let's get an update on the rest of the pack. Car Nerd's carrying a penalty. He must have cut the corner at some point, so he'll have to live with that for now. J-Mag in the Mercedes AMG currently taking 5th spot. Catch for the Rockafella Racing team occupying 6th. He's having a nice clean race today. As you can see, there's nothing wrong with the front of that car. I was talking to him earlier, and yeah, he did say it wasn't his strongest track. But I do like seeing guys start the race and they finish the race no matter what happens. I do respect that. Bravo 23 in the Aston Martin, taking 8th spot. He too looks like he's been off-road a little bit. King is slowing down. Did we just miss a small accident with him there? We might have. That's 9th. And that's the cars we've got left. We did start with 14 or 13. We've only got 9 races left. That is why they call this the Green Hell. We've already lost 4 cars in 4 laps. So, looking. One will be a big talking point after this race is the incident he had with Works Racing. Works was one of the other guys that left us, involved in that big accident. We can go show you here. This was lap 3. Look, he had been into the pits, and he caught up to the back markers, and he's taken to the inside line. He's hit Works Racing, and he spun him around. And that was it for him. But he's taken back first spot. So that's what I mean. Like, he didn't really need to push it. He was the net leader. Everyone had to pit. Oh, look, he's looking a little wild. He didn't need to push it at the moment he was at. He was looking good. And yeah, he saw a smallest of gaps open up. And I mean, on the Nurburgring, you have to take them when you can. But I think a little bit of patience would have served the race well, really. It would have been a lot better to just a little bit more patience. They weren't too far away from the big straight that they're at now. So as you can see, the field is sort of split up a lot. Happens on big tracks. The skill difference, especially, is emphasized a lot. Well, your lap times are emphasized a lot more on a longer track. Because, yeah, there's more time for the guys in front to maintain pace. And the quicker they can get away, and those gaps just grow and grow and grow. But one thing that people love about the Nurburgring is just the challenge of it. King getting it all wrong in the carousel. Got to have confidence there. Looky though, he's had to go back into the pits. Was that why he might have been looking to get past them? This is Semi. He's going to be coming up on him soon. Looky though, gets on some new rubber. This will be the final lap of the race. He also fills up as well, so that BMW seems to be a little bit thirsty. Semi though, will he need to pit again? I don't think he will. No, he knows he doesn't need to, so he's going around again. 11 seconds now the gap. If Looky makes one small mistake, Semi will be close enough to pounce. Q Racer as well. Starts lap 5, doesn't need to pit. Chasing Semi on the final lap of this STR GT3 European Open Cup. We've had a very, very good one. We've had some drama. We've had some accidents, but we've also seen some phenomenal driving from the top 3. King Dora's left. Bye-bye. I really wish people would finish off the racing. I do respect it when they get to the end. I really, really do. Q Racer. Semi. The gap, 4.2 seconds. So it has dropped. But it looks like the 4.2 gap is looking pretty steady. And Semi has 12 seconds on Looky. So this is the back end of the Nurburgring GP track. We'll stick on board with him for a little bit and watch as he enters the Nurburgring. Fast corner here. And as this is happening, Catch has entered the pit lane, so he needed to refill. The left-hander here, and they enter the green hell. They're on the Nurburgring track proper now. As you can see, the track is very narrow. Not a lot of room to overtake, which is what would have contributed to the Look and Works racing incident. He's looking good though, Sammy. It's on older rubber. And as you can see, Looky on his new rubber is absolutely benefiting from it. The gap's now 14 seconds. But look at this. Look who we can see. Q-Racer, he's caught up. Has Q-Racer turned the engine up? Look at that. Sammy's just a... He was a blue dot in the distance. But he can easily make out the car now. So I think we're on for one hell of a final lap. So don't go anywhere, folks. If you like today's stuff, don't forget to share the video and like Demo and Garage on Facebook. We want to do a lot more of these. So if you do have a racing league of your own, and I would love to come along and commentate and spread the word of your league. But at the moment, this is the Stronger Together Racing GT3 European Open Cup at the Nurburgring. My name is Josh. I've been your host. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to support these fellas, Stronger Together Racing, STR, on Facebook as well. I will link to them after the video. But Q-Racer in third with the STR livery. He's caught well up to Sammy now. Sammy's going to have to defend for the final lap. He's got at least just over half the track to do this. It's going to be at least 15 to 14 kilometers. There we go, kilometer 8. So at least 14 kilometers of defending. Has Sammy had to save fuel? Is that what's going on here? This might have been a strategic error. Q-Racer though, he looks to be just the quicker car right now. Our leader in front, Looky, getting a little bit wild. 13 seconds. As you can see, he's got absolutely nothing to worry about. Sammy, on the other hand, does. He's lost 4.5 seconds of time. He was a little bit quicker through that section. Sammy, though, we know is a lot stronger through the carousels. A lot more confident. So, if Q-Race is going to need to move past that blockage, get past that mental block, and just push it through there, that's where he'll gain the time. And he's got to stay within drafting distance of Sam. He's got to be within a second, because we've seen that he can get the overtake done. He's within a second by that last lap straight. So the time is just about to reach 0. We'll get confirmation of final lap. But the positions are definitely not final right now. 5 laps of the Nurburgring, and these guys have not been able to be separated at all. They haven't put a step wrong. They haven't steered the car wildly. They've almost had the perfect race. Here we go. This is where Sammy can gain a lot of time. Watch the timing screens. It's not as much as it was the last couple of laps, but as you can see, we're in the 9/10ths now. Q-Racer, though, pulls it in again. I think he's got the quicker car. I really do. Is Sammy conserving fuel? That's the biggest question of them all. If he is, does he have enough to get to the end? Let's see if we can ride on board and see if he's lifting and coasting at all. Maybe some short shifts. Well, I don't think he's lifting and coasting. But he's definitely up at the high end of the rev range. Half a second. It's all that splits them right now. Q-Racer's flogging it. Look at that. He got 3/10. Oh my god, he's right up behind him. He's looking for space on track, but there is none. The next carousel. This is where Sammy can get back some time. He's flogging the car in there. Hey, almost a second now. That's where Q-Racer is slowest. It's over a second. He needs to get back within him now. They're getting now to the front straight. Here they are. They're exiting onto it. Q-Racer doesn't seem to be close enough. Pushing hard to get that slipstream. I think he's too far away though. He's not pulling in enough time quick enough. Back at the front, we can see Lookie coming around the corners for the final time. Scrapes the aluminium wall on the left. But he'll go across the finish line, take the checkered flag, and Lookie dominates at the Nurburgring and takes out first place for today's round. And we've just lost visual on the very last laps. But I can assure you, Sammy has still got the lead. Unfortunately, we lost footage right at the end. But Sammy comes second. Q-Racer got third. That was a fantastic race. And unfortunately, our visual decided to drop on us. I do apologise for that. Brought it back, so there you can see. But that was the final results. Do we still have cars on track? We do. J-Mag, 5th position. He's just coming up to the final corner now. And he'll take 5th position. Congratulations on getting through to the end and conquering the Nürburgring. Boys Noise has gotten past Catch at some point. And he'll take 6th position in his AMG as well. Lights flashing there. Catch, here he is in the BMW. Looks like he's on the end of those tyres' life. He's also been in the wars a little bit, but he got there, he got through to the end and stuck it out. That's 7th spot. Bravo in 8th. He should also be the final car to cross the line. And that will be that for today. There he goes. 8th spot. But our leader was Lookie, Sammy, Q, Kana, J-Mag. Boys Noise, they were your top 6. But congratulations to Lookie22, the Canadian driver in the BMW. He took out the Nurburgring 24-hour STR European GT3 round. And I'd just like to say thank you everybody for watching today's video and tuning in, sharing it. Thank you to everyone who made it possible as well. Thank you to STR. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Rockafella Racing for helping me get involved. And again, Stronger Together Racing for having me on today. Small apologies there for the technical issues at the end. But hopefully we'll have them sorted out last time. But hopefully you enjoyed the race. I know I did. And I can't wait for the next round, I'll tell you that. I'm excited. So, my name is Josh. This has been Demo 1 Garage. Don't forget, if you want to see more stuff like this, hit the like button. You can also find us on YouTube if you like YouTube. But most of our content is on Facebook. So make sure you're there. We also have a Discord as well if you want to get in and chat. If you want to contact me, it's also a great place to do it. But I'd just like to thank everyone who has joined me today. You've all been excellent. And I can't wait for the next race. So, until then, bye-bye. And I'll see everyone in the next video. Okay. We might have some interviews. I've been invited. I don't have a what do you call it? A microphone for this. I don't have a microphone.
Hello. Hello, Josh.
Hey, I've got no mic for PS4.
Can you hear us? I don't... Got no PS4 mic. Oops. Okay. No, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine.
What were you gonna do, talk shit about me in the interview queue?
No. I hope he's not broadcasting what we're saying right now. Let's leave the party.